The following is a segment from the television series In Search of the Divine, produced by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet, St. Paul Province. For more information, visit www.insearchofthedivine.org. Healing can have many layers, and as we learned in northern Minnesota, sometimes its possibilities are growing beneath our very feet.
All living beings, all living things has a purpose in life, huh? Including us. We all have a purpose in life. One of the first living beings was the plants. Without the plants, we can't, nobody would survive. Whenever I look in the woods, I always think about a pharmacy.
Gene Goodsky is a spiritual advisor and teacher to the Ashkenazi people in Net Lake, which is one of 3 pieces of land that comprises the Bois Forte Indian Reservation in northern Minnesota. In French, Bois Forte means strong men or strength of the woods. After spending time with Gene, it's easy to understand why the French chose the name.
The way the Native American looks at plants, they're a gift. They're a gift from the Great Spirit, the Spirit. So that's where we always consider plants, all plants, anything, any shrub or whatever, we consider it a sacred being.
On a cool, misty fall day, Gene let us join his high school students on a field trip in search of sacred medicine plants.
Yeah, the one for heart is that Pipsisiwa, and it gets into your inside and cleans out the arteries. And like if there's any clogging build up, it goes in there and just kind of washes that away. People always laugh, when you say, is this only good for Indians? No. These plants do not have no prejudice, they we're people. It works on anybody. Even people that come from the other side of the world can come here and ask, seek some help, if they're having heart problems. Will it mend a broken heart?
She's like, my heart ain't broken. She's like, oh, and she hit him and he's like, oh, my heart. Oh, hilarious. My heart is still broken.
You'll need a lot of them, Don.
Okay.
If your heart is broken, you'll need lots and lots and lots of plants to fix your heart. That was like what they call it is wintergreen, and that has a nice mint flavor to it. Our old people used to use that with regular black tea. They'd pick about 12 to 15 little plants. They'd throw them in about a quart of water, and they'd boil them up for about 15 minutes, maybe. And then they'd dump a couple of tea bags or a little handful of tea or whatever. And they let it set. You don't ever put no additives like sugar or honey or anything. Just drink it plain. When I look at medicine or something like that, I always think of bathing, cleansing with disinfectant or whatever, cleaning, and the healing right away takes place. That's what I look at. That's how I describe it.
But there's more to it than just knowing what to pick.
When I went out in the woods, when we first got there, I went back in the bush and I made the offering. Again, going back to spirit, spirituality. We're talking to the spirit of that plant that we're using.
Offerings made before harvesting and consuming the medicine are essential and can involve gifts of tobacco, small dishes of offerings, personal effects suggested by the spiritual advisor, and there's that small thing called faith.
The faith, the trust that you have plays a big part. It's just like me and you. How much faith do you have in me? How much faith do I have in you in helping me? That's where it is. If I have strong belief, faith, that you can help me, it's going to happen.
Next, our real-life Dorothy.